boom, 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 boom. You guys got that? There it is right there. Okay.
Let me see that one more time, Mr. Hunt.
No.
Ah,
There's one day we do that, and
you guys are lucky. I can never get Mr. Hunt to do that.
it was the last day we did this. It wasn't today, so that was a bonus.
Yeah, well, it's on YouTube for all the world to see now.
Like it hasn't already been. Okay, we're gonna start with an eye level line, and we're drawing a 2-point perspective house, but I can't draw it with spray. We'll try a marker. We're gonna start with an eye level line. Make sure it's nice and level, parallel. You can measure if you want to, but just make sure it's parallel with the edges of the paper. And we're gonna put a vanishing point right on the end. Right on the edge, so right where your lines touch the edge of the paper, those are your vanishing points. And we're gonna start this different. We're not starting with the corner and going away to the vanishing points. We're gonna start with the middle corner, and the house is gonna come towards us from there. So we're gonna start with a really short little line right there. My line is 2.5 inches. But my paper is 4 times the size of yours. So if you make your line 2.5 inches, it's gonna be way too long. You should be like an inch or shorter. So I'm gonna lay my ruler on my vanishing point. And I'm gonna lay my ruler on the end of that line. And this is something you haven't done yet, okay? I'm gonna put this on here, and you wanna go to the vanishing point, right? Well, you're not going to. You're gonna go away from the vanishing point. Okay, and down here again, you're going to go away from the vanishing point. That's weird, that's different, but you can do it. So we have boom, and then we're going away from the vanishing point that's over there. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing from this other vanishing point. I'm on the vanishing point, and I'm going away from the vanishing point and away from the vanishing point. And if I just go like this and add a little circle right up here, this is like Kenny jumping for joy. Yay, Kenny! Can you see yourself there, Kenny? All right. Next, we're going to draw another line straight up and down, and another line straight up and down, and they don't have to be equal distance. One of them can be bigger than the other one if you want. And this is going to be like a storybook that's open. An open storybook. It's open towards you, and it's going like that. So this is the center of the storybook. It could be the center of a wall in your house. It could be that as well. Right now it's 2 walls on your house. Okay? Next step is to go back to the vanishing point from the top and bottom of this one. Draw a line straight up and down. Make sure you're parallel with the edge of your page. Check the top, check the bottom, top, bottom. Draw a line straight up and down. Don't need that line anymore, don't need this line anymore. There's half of my house and a wall going nowhere. And then we're going to go back to the vanishing point here. And back to the vanishing point here. And you do another line straight up and down. Make sure you're parallel with the edge of your paper. They can't be crooked. And if I finish my vanishing lines into there, it kind of looks like a funny looking pair of sunglasses. So you might see some funny sunglasses there, okay? See the sunglasses? Swim goggles maybe? Well, we'll get rid of those. We don't need those. If you drew them, then you needed to erase them. But we have the start of our house. Now it's a lot like 1-point perspective, where we went corner to corner and found the center of the wall. It works the same way in 2-point perspective. You can go corner to corner, corner to corner. And if you want to draw the lines the whole way, you can, but it's hard to erase them out of those corners. So you make an X there. That's the center in perspective. It's a little bit farther here than the distance is here, but it's where the center would appear to be, where it looks like it's at. That's the whole idea of perspective. So we're going to do the same thing on this side, corner to corner, corner to corner. So we have the centers of our walls. Then we're going to go straight up through the center. Make sure you're parallel with the edge of your paper. Line straight up and down. Make sure you're parallel with the edge of your paper. Line straight up and down. That's where the points of our roof are going to land, somewhere on those lines. So we learned about pitch. Decide what kind of a pitch you want your house to have, and go down from that line down to the corner of your house and past. Remember, you want the rain to run down onto the ground, not down your walls. We've gotten a lot of rain, so you know what I'm talking about. It wouldn't be good if that was running down your walls. Down to the corner of the house and hanging over right there, past. Then we don't need this line, we don't need that line. And we're gonna do the same thing on this side. And if you want exactly the same angle, you'll have to figure out how to do that, because I don't know. But we're gonna make it look about the same. Try to get it so it looks close to the same. Make sure that it hangs over. That's so important, and not very many kids get that right. Not very many of my students remember that overhang. You gotta have that. And you can watch this video over and over as many times as you want, because the more views I get on YouTube, you know, that's good, right? More views. So we're gonna go from these three corners of that roof to that vanishing point, these three corners of this roof to this vanishing point, and I'm gonna do that right now. And this one I'm gonna go zoom all the way till it goes behind the house. And now we can't see it anymore. This one up here, I'm gonna go all the way till I'm past halfway right here, past that halfway point, and then I'm gonna stop. And this one down here, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna go to that same vanishing point, and I'm going until I get a little ways past halfway. Now I'm gonna do the same thing I did right here over there, coming to this vanishing point. So I'm gonna start with the far away one, and I'm gonna go all the way till I go behind the house right there. Then I can start with this top one, and I can go all the way over a little ways past, so I have an X right there. See that X it made right there? And I'm gonna do the same thing on the bottom. I'm going to this vanishing point. Remember, I'm still using this vanishing point. I'm going across here until those lines cross, and it looks like they cross right there. Sometimes they'll cross on this line. I don't love that much. I like it if it's on one side or the other, but I don't have control over that. Wherever those two lines cross, that's where it goes. Then you go from where the top two lines crossed to where the bottom two lines crossed, and then you can draw that line right there. You can get rid of those little extras. You can get rid of this because you can't see it anymore, and you can get rid of that because you can't see that anymore. So that can be really confusing, but it's okay. I get more YouTube views, right? So now we're gonna add that overhang that comes out this way and comes out that way. You've already done this in 1-point perspective. We're doing it again in 2-point perspective. It's not that easy though. I'm right on this line. I'm just continuing this line out. My ruler's still on the vanishing point. I'm not going straight across. I'm going from the vanishing point out. And I'm gonna do the same thing down here. I'm on the vanishing point, and I go out, and I'm on the vanishing point over here, I'm on the vanishing point, and I'm going out. So I have my 3 magpie spikes poking out there, okay? So we can stab a magpie. Then we're gonna go parallel down to here. We can erase the extra spikes out there, and then we come from that point up there, parallel with this line, and we draw a line down to here, and we can erase that magpie spike, and we can erase that little line right along there, erase this, erase that. We gotta do that on the other side. Out from the vanishing point, out from the vanishing point. Out from the vanishing point. Imagine the dance that we could do